the University of Haifa's highest accolade upon Honoris, Kahn, and Batia Shani.
Unfortunately, Mr. Kahn was not able to join us today, and the ceremony was adapted accordingly. Mr. Kahn is watching us, and we send our warmest wishes to him on behalf of everyone here.
In the second part of this evening, we will be holding a very special ceremony, the first for our university, a legacy celebration honoring the Amir family.
We certainly have a special evening ahead.
My name is Dr. Hila Sarig-Bahat.
And my name is Dr. Shira Rotman.
And we both have the privilege of hosting this evening's proceedings. We will introduce ourselves shortly, a little later in the evening.
As is the case in all academic ceremonies, and in true University of Haifa fashion, we kindly ask the audience to stand while we introduce the members of the university's academic procession as they enter the auditorium. Thank you.
Please remain standing until all members of the procession have taken their seats.
The first to enter the auditorium are the members of our degrees committee. Professor Aviad Rubin, Advocate Wafa Zuabi Fahoum,
University Deans, Professor Irit Akirav, Dean of Graduate Studies Authority and Head of the Bloom Graduate School, Professor Ophir Alon, Dean of the Faculty of Natural Sciences, Professor Dafna Canetti, Dean of the Herto and Paul Amir Faculty of Social Sciences, Professor Israel Ifidron, Dean of the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences, Professor Batia Engel-Yeger, Dean of the Students,
Professor Ephraim Lev, Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, Professor Lea Peretz, Dean of the School of Design, Professor Shai Tzafrir, Dean of Teaching and Learning, Professor Tal Zharsky, Dean of the Faculty of Law,
Huding Batia Shani, Orna Ben Ami, Shaul Shani,
University of Haifa Administration, Professor Gur El-Roi, Rector and President-elect, Professor Muna Maroon, Vice President and Dean of Research and Rector-elect, Professor Ron Robin, President,
and finally, our distinguished recipient, Batia Shani.
We are both privileged to host you this evening, and we would like to introduce ourselves before we begin.
My name is Hila Sarig-Bahat. I am a senior lecturer at the Department of Physical Therapy. My mission is to bridge the gap between research and clinical rehabilitation as a researcher in musculoskeletal physiotherapy. our research team explores diagnostic and therapeutic solutions using, amongst others, technological solutions such as virtual reality and AI to create the best healthcare applications. As a young soldier, I was severely injured and received the best rehabilitation care, a journey that inspired me to pursue this vocation as my life's mission. We expect to have 20,000 new injured Israelis in rehab by the end of 2024, a staggering number. This is a crucial time to be creative, to develop new, effective therapeutic solutions and advance the recovery of thousands of people whose life was shattered by terror attacks since October 7th.
Thank you. My name is Dr. Shira Rotman, and I'm a senior lecturer at the Department of Medical Imaging Sciences at the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences here at the university. In my research, I focus on artificial intelligence, deep learning, and computer vision algorithms for medical imaging applications and automatic diagnostics. This fascinating topic combines computer science, engineering, as well as natural and medical sciences. I come from Technion, where I obtained all three of my degrees at the Faculty of Electrical and Computer Engineering. But I felt at home at the University of Haifa from the very first day. I am very fortunate to be part of the establishment of our new medical imaging department, which will be part of the future Herta and Paul Amir School of Medicine. It is clear today, more than ever, that medical research will play a crucial role in improving the quality of national healthcare. On a personal note, I would like to thank all the people who have been part of the national war effort, and one among which is my husband, Eyal, who sits here today, who is a reserve battalion commander in the artillery forces. Thank you.
Now that we all know each other, we can dive right in. To get us in the University of Haifa mood, we've prepared a short film about the university. Let's watch it together.
The past year has been unprecedented. A year that changed all of us for years to come. It was a year of rebirth, a year of astounding peaks and heartbreaking sorrow. A year where we fought, lost family and friends, yet in every moment, our hearts remained with the hostages being held in Gaza. This challenging year has also tested and proven our resilience as a community. We return to the classrooms together with mutual respect and tolerance, to remember and to remind others that we are the architects of the future, and we will be the ones who shape our own destiny. This is the story of the past year. And then the war began. "45 members of the university community were either murdered on October the 7th or died in battle. 5 were taken hostage into Gaza. The body of Inbar Heyman, Zichronah Livracha, is still being held by Hamas. 1,500 students and 42 faculty were called to emergency reserve duty. Together with the entire Israeli society, we rallied to help our country and fight for our home. Thanks to donations from university friends and supporters in Israel and around the world, we assisted our soldiers in the front lines. Our researchers helped those who witnessed the horrors firsthand, and we have not forgotten for a moment that all our hostages have to come back home. We opened the academic year together, Jews and Arabs. Despite anticipated fears and worries, we've demonstrated that the community we established over the years is strong and resilient. We've demonstrated that our values are true and just. We are united, and together we will continue to proudly march forward.
I have the great pleasure to invite to the stage the President of the University of Haifa, Professor Ron Robin, to offer his greetings for this special occasion.
Good evening, everyone. So this occasion is ostensibly an occasion for the university to honor individuals whose life achievements have made this world a better place. And over the year, we've offered honorary doctorates to many people here, to world leaders, great scientists, philanthropists, who have had an expansive vision of the world. And we are a university of change. We've already established that, but we could not do anything without the tailwind provided by such exceptional individuals in society, art, world affairs. I said at the beginning, this is ostensibly an occasion for us to honor others, but in actual fact, it's our recipients who are honoring us by accepting this degree. They endorse us, they endorse our mission and our accomplishments, and by virtue of their acceptance, they become members of our community. And so tonight we're honoring two such individuals. Batia, who's sitting here in front of us, is a graduate of the university. I'm sure many of you know that, in social work. And in addition to a phenomenal artistic accomplishments, which you just saw, Batia has been a tireless worker with bereaved families and soldiers over the year. And this task has never been more onerous than it is right now. Morris Kahn's philanthropy has been mythological. He has rescued countless children in Ethiopia from blindness. He has funded Israel's scientific frontiers up in the sky. And here at the university, Morris has supported our marine research and has invested in stewardship of the sea, which is Israel's final frontier. So thank you both, Morris and Batia, for honoring us. I should note that here in the audience are other honorary doctorates, our former chair, two-time chair, Manfred Landstein and Sonja Landstein. And I'm looking if there's anybody else who has an honorary doctorate. I hope I've not missed anything. I would like to end this with a word of advice to you, Batia, and to Morris, if you're looking at us on the screen. So the next time you're flying, and a worried pilot comes over the PA system and asks if there's a doctor on board, remember that you are an honorary doctorate. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful musical treat from a lovely performer, the talented singer and actress Esther Rada, who will perform Feeling Good by Nina Simone, accompanied by the guitarist Guy Strial.
Good evening. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifted on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know exactly how I feel, yes you do. Blossom on the trees, you know exactly how I feel, yes you do. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good, 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 good. I'm feeling good, 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 good. Dragonfly out to the sun, you know what I mean? Butterflies, oh heaven fun, you know exactly what I mean. I said sleep in peace when day is done, that's exactly what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold, bold world for me. Tell me, how do you feel? Stars when you shine, he knows how I feel. A scent of a pine, you know exactly what I mean. I said freedom, freedom is mine. That's how I feel, don't you know? It's on the dawn, it's on the day, it's on the life. When I'm feeling, how do you feel? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling. You're feeling. I'm feeling. You're feeling.
Thank you, Esther and Guy, for this wonderful performance.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin with the award ceremony. Our first recipient this evening, Maurice Kahn, is a man whose name has become synonymous with innovation, entrepreneurship, excellence, and a thirst of knowledge. He has taken us on journeys to the deep sea and to the moon. His vision and wisdom have made it possible for vital national projects to be propelled forward and become reality. To tell his story, we've prepared a short tribute film, which we will now watch together.
Maurice Kahn is an entrepreneur, philanthropist, and visionary, born in 1930 in South Africa and immigrated to Israel at the age of 26. After about a decade in Israel, he began publishing the Yellow Pages Guide for the Ministry of Communications, a concept that would become familiar and well known in every home in Israel. Already in the early 1980s, Kahn began investing in software, when he and his partners founded Auric Information, the precursor to Amdocs. Over time, Amdocs became one of the world's leading software companies for providing customer relationship management services and solutions. Over the years, Kahn has leveraged his business acumen to give back to the community. He founded and continues to support LEAD, an organization dedicated to developing young leadership in Israel. Through this initiative, he has helped thousands of young men and women realize their full potential, fostering a more equitable and just Israeli society. An avid lover of the sea, Kahn is also a prominent supporter of Tzalul, which works to preserve and nurture Israel's water resources. In recognition of his efforts, he was awarded the prestigious Green Globe Lifetime Achievement Award in 2008, the highest honor bestowed by Israeli environmental organizations. Kahn's deep passion for the sea and its preservation drew him to the University of Haifa. For the past decade, he has been a major contributor to the Mediterranean Research Station in Sdot Yam, named in his honor. The station's researchers spearheaded deep water research in Israel, making significant contributions to understanding the Eastern Mediterranean ecosystem, particularly the shark population off the Israeli coast. As one of the founders and main funders of Space.il, Kahn played a key role in the Bereshit project, Israel's ambitious mission to land a probe on the moon. During Israel's 71st Independence Day celebrations, he was honored as a torchbearer as a token of appreciation for his contribution to the Bereshit project. The University of Haifa bestows an honorary doctorate upon Morris Kahn in recognition of his deep commitment to leadership, education, and scholarship, for his devotion to science and his belief in the power of science to positively impact human society in every possible way, and for his steadfast friendship and belief in the University of Haifa's journey of discovery.
What a remarkable man. As mentioned, Mr. Kahn was unable to be with us in person this evening, and his dear friend, Mr. Jonathan Baer, has graciously agreed to accept the award on his behalf. I invite to the stage Mr. Jonathan Baer and the Rector and President-elect, Professor Gur Alroi.
Causa. This fitting tribute is bestowed in recognition of his deep and uncompromising commitment to education at all levels, beginning with young children all the way to university students. For his deep-seated love and passion for discovery, which has led to his valuable and impactful support of mega projects of strategic and national significance. For his strong belief in science and its power to impact all aspects of our lives for the better. For his partnership in establishing the Morris Kahn Marine Research Station, which is at the forefront of marine biology research. And for his steadfast friendship to the University of Haifa and believing in our journey of discovery.
I kindly ask Mr. Baer, remain on stage, please, to tell us a little about your friendship with Morris.
Distinguished faculty, honored members of the Board of Governors, honored guests. I'm going to talk about Morris Kahn, who is a friend of mine. I was going to talk about his philanthropy, but I think with the movie, everybody has got the message that he's one of Israel's great philanthropists. But there's something else I want to talk about, which is most unusual. Morris has a zest for life like you don't find it in any young person or old person. You find it nowhere. He's a man 94 years of age. 5 years ago, he was snow skiing. The end of last year, he was scuba diving with tanks under the ocean. He was riding horses at the end of last year, jumping over steeples. And I'm not making this up, this is real. In fact, last week, Morris is recuperating, he's not well. He let himself out of his house, went to his stables across the road, and mounted a horse. The man is unbelievable. I think that together with his philanthropy and his incredible social conscience, he has such a real appreciation of truth, justice, and decency. And that taken together with his zest for life really makes this man something unique. I mean, he's a man of legendary proportions. And certainly, I met him through sheer coincidence 10 years ago, hearing his South African accent, sitting behind me at the President's Conference. And in the 10 years, 12 years that I've known Morris, he has enriched my life greatly. His example is motivating and it's inspirational. The man is just very special. So it gives me great honor today to accept on his behalf the certificate confirming the confirmation of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy Honoris Causa on him. And I know that he wants to express great gratitude and thanks to the University of Haifa. He values greatly their friendship, and he really appreciates this prestigious honor that you have bestowed upon him. Thank you very much for listening to me. It was good here to be here.
Thank you, Mr. Bear, for accepting this award on Mr. Kahn's behalf and for this lovely testimony of your friendship. Professor Robin met with Mr. Kahn just a few days ago, performed the hooding ceremony, and sat down with him for a short interview. Let's watch it together.
Morris Kahn, I stand here before you as the representative of the University of Haifa. It is a great honor to award you the degree of Doctor Honoris Causa. While this is a degree from the University of Haifa, it is actually a degree from the entire country for the work you've been doing.
I'm honored.
Congratulations, Dr. Morris Kahn.
Thank you. And thank you very much. It's a deep honor. I'm truly honored to receive this award. I appreciate it very much. And I'm grateful for the opportunity that I've had of working with the Haifa University. I appreciate what you do. I'm identified totally with your mission. And once again, I'm honored. And we'll continue to work with you. And there's much that we can and should and will do.
You know, Morris, out of your window here, we can see the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
And it's imperiled by us, by countries that are surrounding us. And this is Israel's greatest resource. It's the source of our water, our energy. It's our longest border. How do we preserve this phenomenal resource?
Well, first of all, we've got to understand the nature of the sea, of our beach and our coast. And two people from your university approached me and asked me whether I would actually finance a survey of our coast. And I agreed. And I want to tell you, they are amazing people. I love working with them. They are creative, they're dedicated, they're hardworking, and they're very productive, very productive. And working with them has really been great. And we found big tuna coming. We tagged the sharks that come for the warm water of the power plant. Actually, being involved with that project has really been satisfying.
We're talking about the Morris Kahn Marine Station at Sdot Yam.
Yes. It's a beautiful project.
Once again, it's a great honor to have you as a member of our community, officially as a Doctor Honoris Causa in our community. Morris, we feel much richer and very fortunate with your presence among us.
Once again, thank you.
Thank you.
Mazal tov, Morris, and thank you for your kind and warm words. Our second recipient this evening is a talented artist whose creations touch upon the most painful of issues, creating powerful pieces that pierce the soul and make us confront truths often relegated or hidden away. Batia Shani is an exceptional woman, and we are so very proud she is a member of our community. To learn more about Batia Shani, we have prepared a tribute film, which we will now watch together.
החברים הטובים שלי בתור ילדה היו בדים, שאריות בדים שנפלו מהמכונת תפירה של דודותיי, מהעבודות יד של אמא שלי. אני מספרת את הסיפור של ההתמודדות.
Batia Shani's work deeply touches upon the human experience. At the beginning of her career as a social worker, she cared for individuals who had experienced trauma. Later on, she continued to connect with people through her art, exhibiting her work on prestigious stages, both in Israel and abroad. She was born in Haifa to parents who survived the Holocaust, and following her service in the Yom Kippur War, she decided that she wanted to help people.
בני מחזור שלי נהרגו, נלקחו בשבי, יש סיפור אישי שלי, שחייל בשם של חבר שלי, לימים בעלי, נהרג. זאת אומרת, כל החוויה הזאת היא מאוד גיבשה אצלי את הרצון הזה להיות שמה, להיכנס לאנשים בשלבי טראומה של החיים שלהם, ולהיות מסוגלת לנסות להקל באיזושהי צורה.
She earned her degree in social work at the University of Haifa, and for many years dedicated herself to supporting and advocating on behalf of bereaved families, especially those who were harmed by others. But the art bug never left her for a moment. After moving with her family to England in the late 1980s, she decided to follow her dream and was accepted to the Royal School of Needlework. And through her art, she truly touches people and connects with events that affect us all.
2014, הבן הבכור שלי מגויס לצוק איתן, ואני, עם ההיסטוריה שלי כעובדת שיקום משפחות שכולות, כל הפחדים שלי מציפים, ואני נתקלת בשקית של מדים בסטודיו שלי, ומצאתי את עצמי פורמת את המדים המשומשים האלה, מוצאת בכיסים שאריות של חול, ואני יוצרת שמלות צבאיות. כל סמלה נושאת איתה איזשהו סממן. אני זוכרת על איזו סמלה צירפתי את התמונה של סבתי, שלא זכיתי להכיר אותה, בטי, שעל שמה אני נקראת. הרגיש לי לעשות מופע שמלות עכשוויות, גוף עבודות שמצטרף לשמלות של יצרתי בצוק איתן, כי אחרי השביעי לאוקטובר כל הנושא של חיילות בחזית, מרגיש לי שהוא אפילו חשוב עוד יותר.
Since her childhood, one of Batia's greatest passions was sending letters. She sent letters to her partner, and later her husband, Shaul Shani, when he was a soldier. She sent letters to her friends and family when she lived in England and was homesick. And she always added a small embroidery or drawing on the back of the envelope. Sometimes, just to test the postal authorities.
הייתי בודקת את רשויות הדואר, כאילו עד איפה הם מוכנים לשלוח את המעטפות המשוגעות שלי. הייתי רוקמת עליהם, תופרת עליהם כפתורים, מדביקה את הבול לא במקום הרגיל, כותבת את הדואר, את הכתובת קצת עם חידות, והייתה לי פה בתקופת הקורונה תערוכה שנקראה, ועל החתום הייתה התערוכה כאן, שהייתה כולה מחווה לאלפי המעטפות שיצרתי במשך השנים. וזה סיפור שלא נגמר. רקמה היא מכאיבה, היא דוקרת, אבל היא גם מאחה. כאילו, בעזרת הרקמה אנחנו מאחים פצע, בעזרת הרקמה אנחנו מחברים ומלכדים. אני נהנית לראות כמה אנשים, הרקמה מעוררת בהם הרבה מאוד זיכרון מהבית, גם גברים. כאילו, נעמדים גברים ליד העבודות שלי, ואת רואה אותם פתאום, זה מזכיר להם את הילדות שלהם, זה מזכיר להם את הסבתא שעסקה בזה. ויש משהו מאוד מאוד שפועם ופורט על הרגשות.
An inspiring woman.
Batia Shani will be hooded by two remarkable individuals in their own right.
The first is her dear husband, Shaul Shani. Shaul has partnered with his wife, Batia, to invest in transformative projects throughout the state of Israel and create a place for everyone. He is the chairman of the Rashi Foundation and has applied his many talents to strengthening our country's economy and society. I call Shaul Shani to the stage.
Our second hooder is globally renowned iron sculptor Orna Ben-Ami, who creates highly symbolic pieces that carry universal, local, and deeply personal meanings. Her exhibition about the terror attack on Israel on October 7 was shown at the UN headquarters in New York. Orna and Batia Shani worked in studios next door to each other. Orna is thankful for Batia's support and wonderful friendship. Two of Orna Ben-Ami's sculptures, Memories and Roots, will be displayed at the Yeke wing of the Hecht Museum right here on campus. I call Orna to join Shaul on stage.
To award the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Honoris Causa, I call to the stage University President, Professor Ron Robin, and Rector and President-elect, Professor Gor Elroi. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. I call Batia Shani to the stage.
The University of Haifa hereby confers upon Batia Shani the degree of Doctor of Philosophy Honoris Causa in recognition of her creative and stimulating art dealing with challenging issues she encountered in her current role as an artist and in her past role as a social worker, for the unique intersection of her artistic pieces with aesthetic objects that serve as a bridge to powerful and influential texts, for the social impact of her work as it refers to difficult issues such as refugeeism, violence, and vulnerability of women and children, in recognition of her philanthropic activities directed at bridging gaps in Israeli society and strengthening the periphery. In gratitude for her friendship and support of the University of Haifa and her family's gift designated towards the Shani Family Art Gallery and the Senate building on the Mount Carmel campus.
Mazal Tov Batia. I invite our new honorary doctorate recipient, Batia Shani, to deliver her response.
Dear guests and friends, I'm honored and moved to be awarded this honorary degree. I'm grateful for the University of Haifa faculty, the Board of Governors, and all the people that gathered for this wonderful evening. Thank you, Orna. Thank you, Orna, my dear friend, for sharing this moment with me, and thank you, Shaul, for your loving partnership. The thread of emotion has already been moving at the beginning of this evening, when I opened my exhibition, Embroidered in the Body, which is wonderfully curated by Professor Sharon Polyakin. This thread has now reached this stage, and it is beaming with emotion. Many years ago, I studied at this university, and it is here that I learned the tools of my trade as a social worker. My love for this institution and decades of creating my art have all culminated in the decision to open a gallery here on campus. I'm a strong believer in the healing power of art, and my dream is to make it accessible to as many people as possible. This campus is a nexus for culture and sharing ideas, and as such, it is a perfect location for this gallery, a home for the arts and creativity open to all. To my fellow recipist, Morris Kahn, I'm honored to share this evening with you, and I wish you good health. And my warmest regards, Mazal Tov Morris. In this troubled time, as our small country is rocked by waves of uncertainty, we have the duty of choosing a sane future, one that is optimistic, humane, and kind. I continue to pray for calmer times and yearn for the return of all our hostages. Toda.
Thank you, Batia, for your warm words. Before the second part of this evening begins, we will enjoy another performance by Esther Rada and Guy Striar, performing an original song by Esther, Life Happens.
Sometimes it seems like you're just saying 'cause you're afraid that the silence reveals you much more. Paralyzed by the thought that maybe you got caught back in your lies in a suitcase, running to another fake choice. While you're looking astray and while ignoring the pain, life happens. While surrendering to fears and while holding back the tears, life happens to me. You prefer a long walk inside a sad hat instead of a journey via happy eyes. That stone that sets up in your heart keeps rolling over and over again, saying wake up son, it's an everlasting game. It's a game. While you're looking astray, and while ignoring the pain, life happens. While surrendering to fears, and while holding back the tears, life happens. While we're closing the doors, I don't know what we're waiting for. Life happens. And while we covering up, while we acting it tough, life happens. Say. Hey, no matter how hard you're trying to clean up this mess, there's always a stain down there in your chest. It's been a while since the last time you slept, so they won't catch you off guard. It's not It's not painful like it used to be. Guess habits grow with us while you're looking astray and while ignoring the pain. Life happens while surrender interferes. Why holding back the tears? Life happens while we closing the doors. I don't know what we're waiting for. Life happens, and while we covering up, while we extending the time. Life happens. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther and Guy, for another moving performance.
Now, to our legacy celebration.
With us this evening are members of a very special family, the Amir family. This evening, for the first time in the university's history, we will be awarding the Certificate of Visionary Philanthropy, the University of Haifa's highest honor for lifetime giving, as well as a Presidential Medal of Honor to Mrs. Herta Amir and the Amir family.
The Amir family, headed by Herta and Paul, zichrono livracha, have been supporters of the university for many years and have partnered with the University of Haifa on numerous strategic projects throughout. This is a family that has shared our vision and love for this region of Israel and has made it possible for us, as an institution of higher learning, to develop and create mechanisms that will impact our region and the entire county for years to come.
There is a great deal to say about Paul and Herta. We have tried to capture some of the feelings we wish to convey in the film we will now watch together.
Standing on the deck of an immigrant ship, carrying him from a Europe engulfed in flames towards the land of Israel, Paul Amir, not yet 16 years old, caught his first glimpse of the city of Haifa. It was love at first sight, igniting a decades-long romance, his and later that of his beloved wife Herta, with the city and the university nestled on the heights of Carmel. As Paul and Herta Amir settled in the United States, they became central figures in the Jewish community of Los Angeles, while remaining an integral part of Israeli society and strengthening their love for Haifa and the north of the country. For over 3 decades now, the Amir couple has walked alongside the University of Haifa and have been an inseparable part of its development. Although Paul passed away in 2020, his spirit and vision continue to accompany us, along with Herta, who continues to lead us into the future. The main goal that constantly drove Paul and Herta was to strengthen the state of Israel in general, and the north of the country in particular. At the heart of this vision was a strong, outstanding, and principled research university that would be a focal point for brilliant minds and a source of pride for future generations. The Amir family's legacy is now an integral part of our university. It has changed countless lives, elevated the University of Haifa to new heights, and contributed to strengthening and fortifying the state of Israel. Thanks to their generosity, many young scientists who returned to Israel from abroad were able to take their first steps in their new home. Hundreds of undergraduate and graduate students were able to complete their studies and join the Israeli middle class thanks to the assistance they received from Paul and Herta. They help to advance the research of the university's National Security Studies Center. Due to the support they provided to the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences, the faculty can continue to train the future generation of therapists in Israel. Nurses, physiotherapists, and social workers, all those who get up every morning with a sense of mission and form the backbone of the Israeli social safety net. Thanks to their contributions to the establishment of our technology complex in the lower city, we are giving our researchers and students the opportunity to be at the forefront of technological research and take an active part in the Israeli startup nation. And thanks to their significant donation to the Herta and Paul Amir Faculty of Social Sciences, the faculty has expanded at an unprecedented rate, recruiting new researchers, establishing advanced laboratories, and becoming one of the largest engines of growth and social mobility in northern Israel.
The Amir family's legacy is now an integral part of our university. It has changed countless lives, elevated the University of Haifa to new heights, and contributed to strengthening and fortifying the State of Israel. The University of Haifa's current standing is, in large part, thanks to Paul and Herta's effort.
The highlight of their philanthropic activities, the true jewel in the crown, is the transformative pledge to the establishment of our new medical school. And what a significant contribution it is. The Herta and Paul Amir School of Medicine will add dozens of doctors each year, addressing the national need to strengthen medical services throughout Israel's northern periphery, which has suffered for years from a shortage of manpower and inadequate infrastructure compared to the center of the country. In the face of the complex and challenging reality facing the state of Israel, the Herta and Paul Amir School of Medicine is just what the doctor ordered.
At this School of Medicine, students of every religion and background will come together to learn how to care for their fellow citizens. This is crucial and critical for our national well-being and resilience. Laying the cornerstone for this medical school is an important statement. Our enemies spread terror, we will sanctify life. They seek to sow division, we will deepen coexistence. They aim to destroy, we will build and rebuild. I want to express my deepest gratitude to you, dear Herta, Orna, Michal, and your families. Paul of blessed memory came to Israel after the Holocaust and helped build the country with his two hands at Kibbutz Yechiam. And you continue to play a key role in building our national home, leaving the trace of your generosity and heart across the arts, sciences, and the medical fields in Israel. Thank you for being true friends and partners.
Herta, Paul, and the entire Amir family, you will be forever etched in our hearts.
Remarkable people. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the great pleasure of inviting our president, Professor Ron Robin, to the stage to speak about the Amir family and offer his personal testimony of their friendship.
So Herta, the dear Amir family, we've been talking about you all day. What more is there left to say? And I've been thinking how to condense something that I think will resonate here with the audience. So tennis has played a central role in the life of the Amir family. It is also a metaphor of their life and their values. The great Andre Agassi once said, it's no accident that tennis uses the language of life. Service, advantage, fault, love. We live in a competitive world, and tennis is competitive, but it is also genteel. It has clear rules, it has boundaries. You learn how to lose gracefully, you learn how to win gracefully. You learn how to know your limits no matter how good you are. you're never as good as the wall you practice against. And when playing with your life partner, as you and Paul did, it's a very intimate game too. You play to the strengths and weaknesses of your partners. You bond with your children and your grandchildren, as you have done. And I can envision you, Hert, I've never seen you play tennis, but I can envision you playing cautiously on the baseline, and then all of a sudden lunging towards the net as if there's a prospective client there or something. And I know that this game really represents much about you. I think by playing tennis, we all learn an important message. Each match begins with love all. The Amir family, and in particular their fearless leader, have endorsed our mission here at the university, are committed to an endeavor that is much larger than any of us here. The investments have made a transformative effect on this university, and we are very grateful. Thank you.
Professor Robin will remain on stage for our award ceremony, and I ask the Director and President-elect, Professor Gur Alroi, join him, please.
Now I have the great pleasure of inviting Mrs. Herta Amir, together with her daughters, Orna Woolens and Dr. Michal Salkin, to the stage to receive the University of Haifa first ever Certificate of Visionary Philanthropy and the Presidential Medal of Honor.
Standing for lifetime giving is hereby conferred to Herta Amir for partnering with the university and creating an academic legacy that has transformed the university, the city of Haifa, the North, and the state of Israel. Your joint vision with your beloved husband Paul, of blessed memory, has provided the university with unique opportunities to impact the academic and cultural landscape of Israel. Thank you. Herta, Orna, and Michal, I invite you to respond.
Oh, I'm not going to repeat it. Anyhow, I have my son-in-laws in here, two great guys. And I've been very, very lucky in my adult life. It's been tough as a child, but I'm the token survivor who survived. and you know, somebody said the best revenge is the good life. And that's been the good life. I've been lucky.
Thank you. Thank you. Really an honor.
Thank you.
Toda, Amir family. We are honored. For the final performance of the evening, I invite Esther Rada and Guy Strier to perform Esther's original song, Nanu Nei. Wow.
Thank you, Esther and Guy, for helping us end this remarkable evening on such a high note. We also wish to end this evening with a special wish for the safe return of all our hostages. Bשורות טובות. Thank you, Shira.
Thank you, Ila. Thank you all for being with us. It was a pleasure to host you this evening. Mazal tov to all our recipients. You make us all very proud.
לילה טוב.
לילה טוב.